Okay class, so ang topic natin ngayon ay reciprocal leveling. So question, kailan ba gagamitin ang reciprocal leveling na method? So here in our figure, as we can see, rod readings are in short distances and equal intervals. But what if we encounter terrain like this, wherein our line of levels crosses a river or wide ravine? So we can't survey this portion. Also, due to this, the distance between the rod was too far, resulting into errors due to the Earth's curvature and refraction. But through this special method of reciprocal leveling, the errors could be eliminated. So paano ba yun nangyayari? Okay, so here, we're about to solve for the difference in elevation between BM1 and BM2. So this will be the length of the difference in elevation of BM1 and BM2. So first setup ng reciprocal leveling is to make a rod reading at BM1. So we're gonna have our bauxite reading and we're going to have our foresight reading. Since the distance was too far, nagkakaroon na ng additional length ang rod reading natin due to Earth's curvature and refraction. So kailangan natin yung ibawas. So therefore, our foresight reading is Fs sub 1 minus E. So therefore, while our transit is at BM1, we could solve for the difference in elevation sa BM1. So delta elev natin observed at BM1 is equal to bauxite minus foresight. So that would be Bs sub 1 minus Fs sub 1 minus E. And then, next setup natin, ilagay natin yung transit natin sa BM2 at mag-rod reading tayo doon. So first, for our bauxite, again, since malayo yan, kailangan natin i-minus yung error. So ang reading natin dyan is Bs sub 2 minus E. So take note na yung E na na-compute natin dito, makukuha, is equal sa E na nakuha natin nung nag-rod reading tayo sa BM1. Since those are same distance din, therefore same yung error. But the bauxite are different. So next naman, kunin natin yung foresight. So foresight natin is Fs sub 2. So now, we could have our difference in elevation observed at BM2. So that would be, so bauxite natin ngayon is Bl sub 2 minus E. And then minus our foresight na Fs sub 2. So, we have obtained two difference in elevation. Difference in elevation na na-observe sa BM1 and then yung difference in elevation na na-observe sa BM2. So, hindi tayo pipili ng isa dyan. Ang gagawin natin ay, i-average natin yung dalawa and we will call it the true difference in elevation. So, that would be, the true difference in elevation is equal to the sum of the difference in elevation over 2. So, as I've mentioned earlier, that in this method, na-eliminate yung error due to Earth's curvature. So, paano yun nangyayari? So, i-substitute natin yung mga values na ito dito. So, simplify muna natin to. So, this would become Bs sub 1 minus Fs sub 1 plus E. And for this one, this would become Bs sub 2 minus Fs sub 2 minus E. So, next, i-substitute na natin yan. So, for this one, i-substitute natin yan dito sa difference in elevation observed at BM1. And then, substitute naman natin yung para sa BM2. So, as we can see, if we'll perform this operation, yung plus nyan, so bauxite sub 1 plus bauxite sub 2, so hindi na pag-a-add since that's different value. For now, since there are variable, pero once na there were given values naman na pag-a-add na yan. So, focus natin is yung sa error na ma-eliminate. So, we have here plus E And then we have here minus E. So as I've said kanina, that those E taken from BM1 and BM2, those E are the same since same yung distance. So since we have plus E here and minus E here, therefore mai-eliminate nga yung error sa method ng reciprocal leveling. Okay, so proceed na tayo in solving a actual problem. Okay, so here is our problem. Post it class para basahin. So let's make an illustration. We're considering 2 points A and B. And the first setup is the instrument is at A. And the rod readings are 2.283 and 2.285. Okay, also let's make a table for our data. So we have 2.283 and 2.285. So question, bakit dalawang reading sa A? So here we're making several readings to make our data precise. Okay, and then next, with the instrument set up at A, nag-rod reading sa point B. So the readings are 3.618, 3.619, 3.621, and 3.622. Okay, mas maraming reading na ginawa from A to B because the distance was longer. And then, we will put the transit at B, then we'll perform the rod readings. So this was called reciprocal leveling because what we've done to the other side will also be performed to this side sa B. So gawa na rin natin ng table yung mga data when the instrument was set up at B. Okay, so instrument at B and the rod reading at B are 4.478 and 4.476. Then the instrument at B, the rod reading at A is are 3.143, 3.140, 3.146, and 3.144. So, once na tabulate na natin, next na method na gagawin natin ay kunin ang mga average ng mga data. So, for the rod reading at A, wherein the instrument was at A, so 2.283 plus 2.285 divided by 2, ang mean rod reading natin is 2.284. And then next, sum nito divided by 4, that would be 3.62. And then next, dito naman, 4.478 plus 4.476 divided by 2, that would be 4.477. And then, the sum of this divided by 4, that would be 3.14325. So first requirement sa problem, compute the difference in elevation between A and B with the instrument set up near A. So we are going to solve for the difference in elevation considering na yung instrument natin ay nasa A. So ito lang yung consider natin na data. So since the direction of our survey is from A to B, then therefore yung mga readings taken at A would be our backside, and then foresight yung mga readings at B. So the difference in elevation is equal to backside minus foresight. So ang consider na natin na isa-substitute na value dito are the mean rod reading or yung average. So backside natin is 2.284, and then foresight natin ay 3.62. And again, take note, we're not considering the effect of curvature and refraction anymore since naka-cancel siya, as proven dun sa explanation kanina. So therefore, compute natin yan. The difference in elevation observed at A is negative 1.366. So negative yung napalabas nating answer. So take note, walang length na negative. Negative na value sa ating answer means that B is lower than A. Okay, mas mababa daw si point B sa A. So next requirement, what is the true difference in elevation between A and B? So the true difference in elevation is equal to the average of the difference in elevation when the instrument is observed at A and when the instrument is observed at B. So therefore, kukunin muna natin yung difference in elevation when the instrument is at B. So delta LF observed at B is equal to, so I repeat, yung backside natin is A and yung backside reading natin is from A and then yung foresight reading natin is from B. So therefore, it's 3.14325 minus 4.477. So the answer is negative 1.33375 meters. So again, it's negative because from the direction of our line of levels from A to B, it happens that B is lower than A. So kaya nag-negative yung answer na napalabas natin. So now we could solve for the true difference in elevation between A and B. I-average lang natin yung dalawang answer na napalabas natin. So we have negative 1.336 plus negative 1.33375 and divided by 2. So the true difference in elevation is negative 1.349875, or we could round it into negative 1.35. Pero pag isasalpak na natin siya into other requirements sa problem, gagamitin natin yung unrounded off answer. So again, uulitin ko, walang negative na length. The negative sign sa ating answer is just to tell that A is higher than B. So last requirement, if the elevation A is 300 meters, what is the elevation of B? So our formula for the elevation of B is elevation of A plus the difference in elevation AB. So the elevation of A is 300 meters. And then, plus the difference in elevation na na-compute natin. So that's negative 1.349875. So dapat, ang makuha nating answer dito ay mas maliit pa si B kaysa A because A is higher than B. So the elevation of B is equal to 298.650125 meters, or round off na natin into 298.65 since that is our final answer. Okay class, that's all for reciprocal leveling. So if ever do you have any questions sa ating problem or may things na kailangan pa kayo maklarify dito, screen capture na lang yung part na yun and then i-message nyo sa akin. Okay? So that's all.